Cedro from Dunlop Manufacturing, and we're here in 2012 NAMM to show you our 2012 pedals. One of the new pedals that Brian was just playing through was the Eric Johnson Fuzz Face. Eric Johnson is very particular about his tone, is very particular about the things that he used. Took us 6 years to get this right for him. That's how particular he is. We got some hand-matched componentry in there. Bobby's going to tell you a little bit about the specs.
Well, what we do is BC 183 silicon transistors. We actually got the recipe that emulates what Eric likes, or actually produces, not even emulates, it produces what Eric likes, and we hand select them for a specific gain for each transistor. Then we go ahead and also further bias it specially, so we get a bit of an asymmetrical clipping that gets all that great spitting. And also it has a higher gain, so these transistors, we select them for a nice high-end, a little raspy on the top, and a lot more gain than our traditional fuzz face.
Also custom color, custom knobs, all for Eric. And it sounds like this.
Yeah.
Here it is, bypass. Cleans up real nice.
Eric Johnson Fuzz Face, new for 2012.
And so next up is the Joe Bonamassa Crybaby Wah-Wah, signature for Joe Bonamassa. It has a vintage style inductor and circuit with some modern upgrades that Bobby will tell you about.
So Joe's sound basically is really bluesy but rock as well, and he's got a great sort of a smoky tone to him, and his personality comes through with this halo inductor which is in there. That gives it that little bit of saturation, harmonic characteristic that really plays well with Joe's type of playing. And it's called the halo inductor. That halo inductor is an inductor from the 60s that basically it's held together by this retainer ring that actually has a little circle on top, looks like a halo. Hence, hello. It's a very high-spirited little inductor. But anyway, the inductor is the kind of the heart of the core of all that tonality. And we also have another little special feature that you can put it into true bypass if you want. Joe likes it non-true bypass, so the guitar touches the circuit at all times. A little bit of a shaping there for warmth, but if you want true hardwire bypass, you can actually select a little internal switch.
Beautiful, beautiful look, copper top, black bottom. It's amazing looking. It sounds like this.
Very smoky, almost like a morning voice, which is what I have right now, or NAMM voice. It's very nice and articulate, bluesy. And,
so moving over to the next pedal, we have the Custom Badass Modified OD, which is next in our Badass line. It's a classic overdrive circuit with some custom parameter functions that Bobby will tell you about.
So, overdrives. Most of the stuff is centered around the middle. You get a nice saturation. You need to take out that lows. Great for cutting through the mix. But sometimes, especially if you're a 3-piece, or you just want that bottom back, your cojones back, you need to add some lows again. But not just any lows. They have to be shaped a certain way so it doesn't get flabby or too muddy. And so we came up with a 100 hertz filter that is shaped the way that it brings back your life. So Brian will first play the unit without the 100 hertz or 100 hertz flat.
Bypassed.
Wow.
I think I fell off the tracks like for a minute.
Actually, the caboose couldn't keep up with me. So that was with it with flat. So I'm now going to, as Brian plays, I'm going to just dial it up. Punching. Now, the amp comes alive. It feels like a bigger stack, and you cover more frequencies. Great if you're a 3-piece too. You get a lot of breath out of that. So that's a real useful feature. You can even cut the low end to get more focused in the middle. So now, the other secret ingredient is the bump switch. It bumps the mids, the lows, in an even keel up until about the upper mids, and the way that response is, it's a little subtle thing, not too over the top, so it doesn't flab out again, and it just brings your low end back to more of a natural sound. So Brian, play a little, please. That's without it. Now with it. It sounds like you just got to a bigger cabin in a bigger room, and so that's the bump switch. The other cool feature about the custom badass modified overdrive, it's got true hardwire bypass, cool color, just really easy to use, simple tone control.
Best thing, it says badass.
Yes, indeed. And it is badass. New for 2012.
What else we got new here is the Way Huge Red Llama. George Tripp started Way Huge 20 years ago. Happy anniversary, George. And in honor of Way Huge's 20th anniversary, we reissued the first pedal that he built, which was the Red Llama. It's a really cool overdrive with a little fuzzy artifacts.
Fuzzy stuff on the bottom, and the reason for that is because it's a CMOS circuit. Unlike most overdrives have a different circuit. CMOS, it adds a little fuzz on the coloration of the low end. It gets a little beefier and kind of spitty, but not over spitty like a fuzz face. So the upper registers have that nice mid-range focus and clarity. The low end gives that little breathing. Why don't you just give us a couple of little things?
My best. So here, the low end is kind of fuzzy, but the top end is still articulate.
Punchy. So it's kind of I love Brian's phrase, it's like an overdrive fuzz, like a fuzzy cousin of the overdrive.
And without being too square waved,
Exactly.
being too woolly,
Yeah.
but it's got a little hair on it.
It has a little hair fluff on the bottom. So that's Way Huge 20th anniversary Red Llama 2012 here in Dunlop Manufacturing.
You know what I wanted to say real quick is one thing I like to do is I like to take the modified overdrive and slam it into the input of the Red Llama, and you get a real stony kind of.
Thanks for coming by, guys. Studio Magazine Inc.